Residents of Boonsburg, it has been brought to my attention that the sharing of the knowledge has not occurred in the manner in which I assumed with my intelligence it would have. That when I shared the knowledge of the Boonsburg Egg, I thought the world would take to it. But it has not happened in that manner. So what I am about to do, on my own, I am about to, as they say, you bait the hook to suit the fish. So I'm going to reach out into all the greatest colleges in all the world, all the MITs, the Caltechs, the Harvey Mudds, and the Princetons, and the Stanfords, and all the great places, and also NASA. And I'm going to reach into the minds of the entire world via the web through a very simple manner. I am going to begin to reveal my own personal collection of science fiction props that I have found at the bottom of a scrap heap. And what I know is that the world has not known that these existed. But I spotted them and I knew that I needed to save these. This knowledge needed to be saved. So what I'm about to do is I am going to personally sell my own props and use that money to further advance the cause of the Boonsburg Egg and to save Boonsburg and the rest of the planet. What I have in front of you are some of the pieces that I have found at the bottom of a scrap heap. And as you can see, such things like this, which comes from so many episodes of television shows, and it comes from things like The Outer Limits, such as, if you can see here, this alien, and he's touching this right here. You can see it's right here. These are the type of props that I have. Well, the first things, though, I will be selling are things that I know have influenced NASA and the rest of the scientific community. First thing I'm going to do is I need to show you the greatest knowledge in the world, which besides just the Boonsburg Egg shape is this knowledge back here. Because the people out in the world who are fans of the Golden Ratio have talked about me, and I appreciate the real fans out there who said, EB, if you could just show us the light with the Golden Ratio and make sense with the Boonsburg Egg, you can change the planet. So what I have back here is I have single-handedly, by myself, figured out how to create a Boonsburg Egg using the Golden Ratio, which, as you can see, is used in books, and it's in architecture, and it is the most common shape, and it's on our DNA. So what I have done is I show you that step by step how to make a Boonsburg Egg. That you start with the Golden Ratio, and you take the first square within it. You then move that square here, okay? From there, you then match another Golden Ratio spiral there. You then take that square here, move it outward, expand it. You will see it fits perfectly. You will then do that to the other side, fits perfectly. You then double it, as I've done here, because it is the yin and yang at this point. Positive, negative, mother, father. It's everything that's on our DNA. And then you double it again over here, and then you have a perfect Boonsburg Egg, which this shape right here, in my personal belief, is the international symbol for peace, the intergalactic symbol of peace. And if I laid my blueprint of the Boonsburg Egg on to here, and you can see here is where my box would go, region of how the egg fits. Well, what I've noticed is that this is actually naturally telling me where to put weight. Well, I simply shifted my box here, and it actually works. As good, maybe even better than my original design. This is the knowledge that I want to share. What I will be doing from this point forth. At the auctions, the first auction up, I will be auctioning off the interior components from the movie Robinson Crusoe on Mars, which starred Adam West, and these are components that are from the spaceship. These are the components that he used to do what he was doing on the spaceship. This goes, I believe, here, and then this one goes over here on this side, and then this piece goes in the middle, and then this piece, excuse me, and this piece here goes on top of that middle piece. Now, you may be asking, was this ever used ever again anywhere else besides that movie? And I'm glad you asked that, because yes, it has been. These are also the components from an episode of The Outer Limits, which William Shatner appeared in. I believe it was called Cold Hands, Warm Heart. And it is the first time he's a spaceman, and he is flying into space, and he actually is a lone man on the spaceship. He actually uses these buttons, same as Adam West used, and he actually uses in that episode the phrase Planet Vulcan. Now, I expect the fans of Star Trek to talk about this, and when this comes into auction, I am going to put the knowledge of the Boonsburg Egg on the backs of these panels, so whoever purchases it will have to then share the knowledge with the world and discuss this, because it is that important that I reach the world with what I'm about to do. And also, besides that, I have other pieces here, that this piece here and this piece here, and let's see the dial, and then I have a piece of it right here with it's a long piece. These are from 1955. They are from Walt Disney did Man and the Moon, his space series, which Ward Kimball directed, I believe, and they bought in none other than Wehrner Von Braun, and Von Braun, the great space scientist, designed the spaceship that these are the interior panels of. And this, as Walt Disney called it, science faction, because men were going to a trip around the moon. Well, they did this in 1955, and what happened was that Eisenhower requested a copy of it. President of the United States requested a copy from Mr. Disney, and then he liked what he saw. He started NASA, and he put Von Braun as one of the top people in the whole thing, using what Disney called the science faction, which then became science fact. So these, if you watch, you will see these. This number 29 lights up even in the thing. Now, what's interesting is the number 2 and 9. You write a 2 and a 9 and you flip them over, it's EB. Do I need any more proof? I believe that I am a genius, and I will be sharing my genius with the world. And I hope that you, the fans, will be getting these things and telling the world, and do not let, whether it ends up in a museum or wherever it ends up, just know that I will be putting the knowledge on here. I've already sold something from Destination Moon. I have other pieces from Destination Moon here. This is from Destination Moon, but I sold some interior components from the spaceship in Destination Moon, and I'm not sure who. I believe a man by the name of P.A. may have purchased them for his science fiction museum. I don't know. They won't tell me. I don't know why, but they won't tell me who. But I actually wrote information about gravity being our greatest natural resource, and information about the Boonsburg Egg, but I wrote it too tiny inside, and I haven't seen anything online of anybody who purchased those talking about it. So from here on out, I'm not going to make the same mistake. I'm going to share in a large way to save you and the rest of the planet and the world. Thank you.